of the In the Hot Seat podcast. And with this episode will be an audio version, and that is for NXT with the Great American Bash, which just recently ended. And gonna get right down into that, where we had one kickoff only matchup, and where we had Nathan Frazier, Dragon Lee, Mirza Leon, Valentina Perez, both of them actually returning most recently. So that's been awesome. And dealing with Metaphor with Noam Dar, Owen Mensa, Lash Legend, and Shakira Jackson on this one. Really fun way to start things off. And when we had Nathan Frazier and his team actually get the move, which is really cool. So can't really go wrong with that. On the main card, we had the tag team titles on the line. The D'Angelo family dealing with Gallus on this one, and of course Gallus basically in the way having Tony D'Angelo being able to deal with being in jail, so that really wanted him to be back for anything. But Shannon Stacks Lorenzo able to find some sort of way to actually have him be back, and they're able to do things well together, and they actually got the tag team titles to my surprise, which is awesome. So I'm really happy with that. So we'll see what happens with the feud and everything, if that's going to continue or not. But happy for Tony D'Angelo and Shannon Stacks Lorenzo for the D'Angelo family. That's really dope there. And then we get into basically the Weapons Well match. Roxanne Perez dealing with Blair Davenport. These two are going at it, using the weapons, getting involved. Kind of like paying homage to Dusty Rhodes and Eddie Guerrero and JBL in that way. We also saw the table spot, which is really crazy, and Roxanne Perez able to get a win, which makes sense. So definitely happy about that. Baron Corbin and Gable Stevenson in his debut, dealing with Baron Corbin, and Baron Corbin with a new look, kind of like the Lone Wolf type of vibes in a way, which is really awesome. These two basically having a fight, and unfortunately dealing with a double count now. So it looks like these two will continue. We had that North American title triple threat, Dominic Mysterio dealing with Wesley and Mustafa. Really fun to see all of these three actually go at it. We have Rhea Ripley obviously supporting Dominic, doing everything that she can to make sure he gets the win, and he did. And that really mattered. That, so I'm curious to see if Wesley and Mustafa will probably make their way to the main roster to try and stop Dominic Mysterio, or to see who will face next. Then we get into the women's title. Thea Hale dealing with Tiffany Stratton for the NXT women's title. And this one was definitely interesting. Tiffany Stratton holding it on, same thing with Thea Hale. Couldn't win almost at Thea at times, but Tiffany Stratton making sure in a way to have Thea tap out. But around that time, Audrey Trace actually throws in the towel, which definitely sucks. Kind of weird on that, and kind of low for Mr. Chase, but Tiffany Stratton gets to keep her title. I'm sure the feud will continue on that, so we'll see what happens there. And the main event, Carmella Hayes and Ela Dragunov for the NXT title. Really amazing stuff. The chemistry was really cool between the two, and curious to see what is next, especially for both of them who will face Carmella next. Ela Dragunov came very close. Same thing with Carmella Hayes, Trick Williams out there for support and everything. And after a while, he was actually attacked by Ela Dragunov. So basically, wanting things one-on-one and not really wanting to deal with anybody. But we did have Carmella Hayes actually win and keep his NXT title. And that's how things ended for NXT. So really enjoyable stuff. We got the Great American Bash back. We also have now No Mercy coming up very soon, and then that should be in October, I do believe. So very excited for that. So that does it for this episode for the In the Hot Seat podcast when it comes to the Great American Bash. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Leave that in the comment section on the YouTube version. Leave a like, and as well hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to stay notified for all things In the Hot Seat podcast. I appreciate the support, and I'll catch everyone next time for the In the Hot Seat podcast.